Happy Monday, everyone. Okay, so I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in a lot of conspiracy theories, but I'm telling ya, I think Brian Laundrie might be alive. Because supposedly the only little piece of whatever they found of his skull, they were able to identify the teeth, and it turns out his uncle's the dentist. So I don't know. I mean, you'd have to have a pretty slick family to pull this off, but I'm kind of thinking that there's something to it, that he might have been able to slither his way out of something, and it may not have been him, because if they couldn't find his remains because that area was underwater, well, how did he get underwater? You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. And the more that they say, the more it doesn't make sense, or it does make sense that there is a conspiracy. So on that, I'm thinking, well, maybe I'm going to believe this conspiracy. But anyway, did any of you get to see the Northern Lights? They were supposed to be visible on most of the northern states. So if anybody of you did, right on. So LBL was trying to act benevolent and say that she just wanted these people to see what they needed to get from Etsy. That she didn't have a dog in the fight, you know, that she just wants people to know what good deals are out there. You know, because she's such a giver, right? And then, because she's so giving, she's going to give people 10% off of her crappy, gross, nasty, filthy jewelry. So all it is that she's trying to pull people in to go and look at her Etsy, which gets her views, which makes it look like her stuff is worth something, which we all know it isn't. So I found that humorous. And then she pulls out this friggin' lipstick, right? From Shiseido. So probably like some free thing, right? Well, she goes, oh yes, I've got this beautiful lipstick. And then she goes on to say it's probably 10 years old. Okay? As if a 10-year-old lipstick isn't gross enough. The thing that bothers me is that how many times has she said that she's fully getting rid of all of her makeup? That she's gotten a couple of her subbies to buy all of her makeup because she goes and just doesn't want any more of it, that she wants to start all new. Well, how can you be starting all new if you still have some of this makeup that's 10 years old? Guess you're not getting rid of all of it, are you? Huh. Another lie. So, yeah. Thought that was interesting. And then she told on herself again because she said, oh, this lip color, it's this wonderful color. And she's been watching this chick on YouTube, and she's so good and she's so pretty, and she has a dupe for everything. There you go. There you go. She slipped up trying to say that she could find a dupe for this Shiseido color that's 10 years old, in saying the word dupe, which we all know she can't come up with an original thought. So she's been watching somebody else and thinks that they're getting big on YouTube by finding dupes. So that's why she's been finding dupes. Her big new word, her big new obsession. You had to know she was copying somebody, but I just wasn't sure who. So once again, she's copying somebody, trying to act like it's her idea. Yeah, but other than that, you know, she's being pretty quiet. Still trying to get sympathizers for her pretend new psoriatic arthritis and her blood pressure. Oh, yeah. It's like, okay, you're 400 pounds. You've had gut stapling surgery that failed. You eat out 2 to 4 times a day. Your sodium level has got to be astronomical because you snack on a bar of freaking cheese that you get from the Dollar Tree in addition to those freaking how many meals a day that you buy. Your sodium's got to be that high. You're 400 pounds. You don't work out. You don't even know how to take a dog out to go to the bathroom, even though you have 2 of them right now. So, is it surprising that her blood pressure would be high? No. But she wants to act like, oh, it's a big tragedy. Because does she think that she looks like the picture of friggin' health? Does she think that she can be 68 right now and have no issues? Or 58? Whatever she is. She looks 88. So yeah, I'm still laughing at that, thinking that, her blood pressure is an issue. Like I say, and then what kind of a blood pressure cuff is she going to get around that massive freaking chunk of freaking fat blob of an arm? How could they get a blood pressure? Okay? That's the thing. And I'm sure, like I said, the last week I said they just probably gave up, but they were like, you need to figure this out. You need to go and you need to figure out how you can get yourself a freaking blood pressure, because we can't. We just can't. Because in her video where she was whining about Starbucks and how the coffee is going to shock her, which she once again took that out of text, that the nitro can shock you, like you don't sleep for freaking 3 days. But she's acting like, when you go and slither on a carpet and you get shocked. She acted like that's what the coffee did because somebody put it in her mind that the nitro will shock you. So she had to do the little, I don't like that feeling. Ow, that hurt. Nothing hurt her. Nothing hurt her. Nothing did. But, she's an actor. Just like her father and her son, So when she was in that video trying to get more coffee than she's paying for and more cream than she's paying for, her arms were just flapping up like she was going to take flight like a big buzzard. If you look at that, you figure what kind of a blood pressure monitor could go around that. They don't make them that big. I'm serious, they do not make them that big. I mean, she's got these huge bat wings. Whoa. Oh, here's story time. I can feel the story time coming up for you. Here it just came up. Okay, ready? Out of the COVID brain comes a story. Bat wings. We'll call this story bat wings. So when I was in the college, this teacher, she's kind of a monkey of a woman. She wouldn't wear a bra. And so you could see her, like, large dinner plate nipples, like, hard the whole time because she'd wear a white t-shirt. Well, okay. She was kind of a piece of work because I was in the stall next to her once and I was peeing, and all of a sudden I kept getting like all these little flicks of water, and I did not know that was going to be my teacher. I saw the ankles, so I noticed the shoes, and I kept getting all this water flicked on me or whatever. I'm like, oh, what the freaking Sam hell is going on? So anyway, when I come out, the door kind of flung open a little bit so I could see what she was doing, and she was taking a whore bath in the bathroom. And so, like, that's how come there was water getting all over everybody's feet, because she was like a little bird in a bath without the bird bath, just freaking slathering herself up. I mean, a real whore bath with a lot of speed. So anyway, little oddball of a teacher. I went to a for-profit college, if that tells you anything about the kind of instructors they got, So she says to me one day that she has to talk to me. she notices a lot of people come to me for advice. So, she wanted to ask me something after class. All right. I guess I'm the peppermint patty of this college. I'll bite. So she freaking says, let's go talk in the bathroom. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to be there again. She's gonna like whore bath me by what's going on, right? I'm thinking she's gonna take another whore bath. I'm gonna get wet again by proxy. What's gonna go on? Oh no. She takes me in the bathroom. She's looking around each stall. She's like, I can't trust that none of the staff is gonna hear me ask this. She was afraid that like some of the stuff was bugged. She went in the bathroom. Okay. Make sure no one's in the bathroom. And she says, look, I've got this younger boyfriend, and we only have had sex in the dark because I'm afraid. I'm afraid about my bat wings. See, it all comes back to the bat wings. The bat wings of the Lori Beth made me think of the bat wings on this teacher. So then she says that her freaking labia hangs way down. She's got freaking bat wings, and she wants to go and get that surgery where it cuts down the bat wings. But she wanted me to look. And that's where I had to say, no. I mean, I need my A and everything, but come on. I'm not going to look. So I just had to do my best to be like, you know what, ladies in this position, it's all about what makes them feel good about themselves. And you know what? Some men like that. So, you don't know how this guy's going to be about it. Don't be self-conscious, just kind of, if he's already into you and he's younger, you know what? You're a skinny lady. Like, maybe he chose you because he figured that you'd have labia like that. You never know. Like, inside I'm going, I am out of my league in this one. Like, I don't know about bat wings. I don't know anything about bat wings, but I've heard of them. But even if I had them, I wouldn't do the vaginal rejuvenation thing, because I am telling you, if you read Brandy Glanville's book about how horrible that surgery is, she's like, yeah, she's got the freaking hooch of a 17-year-old again, but she had a freaking self-cath. Okay? No. Some man doesn't want me to be able to make a freaking Arby's sandwich out of my freaking twat. They tell me as much. They can go and find a twat they like. Not that I'm saying that I can make an Arby's sandwich out of my twat, but I'm saying, if I was in her position and I was afraid of my man saying that, there's nothing I could do about it anyway. So I just built her up self-esteem wise. Told her, you know what, just go in there and rock his world, and then he'll just figure that that's the that the bat wings can rock a world. I mean, I didn't know. What would you have done? You do. What would you have done had you have had your instructor at college take you into the bathroom and ask you to look at her bat wings and what she should do with said bat wings? Okay? I mean, I'm telling you, I talked my way out of that because I'm comfortable with a lot of things, but I didn't know that I could really, after her getting all of her whore bath sauce all over me, I just didn't think that I could handle that. So, anyway, random musings here. What do you guys think of the Teslas? I am riding by one, and I can tell it's changing lanes by itself. I think it's fascinating. They have different speeds for changing lanes, too. I think that there's like grandma mode, regular mode, Mad Max. So, I don't know. Can you believe that that'll be the future? Like cars that drive themselves? Can you imagine? We're not that far off. We really aren't. Yep, that dude's sitting there playing on his laptop while his car is driving itself home. Must be nice. Here I am having to steer my own vehicle. So, did you all have a good Thanksgiving? COVID brain alert. Did you all have a nice Halloween? Halloween? I had a quiet one. Sunday Halloweens hit a little different than Saturday Halloweens, and I think that's kind of okay. It was just a quieter one. I don't know. It's just kind of a quieter year. Still, I think people are sick. Whether or not people want to admit that people are sick because of COVID, people are sick. And there's just not as much energy around. It has been a beautiful, beautiful fall. I live in a state that has seasons, and I really appreciate that, as I've lived in states that don't have seasons. Technically, they have them on the calendar, but you know what I mean. So I've seen some of the most beautiful leaves this year, and I hope you all have too. So, with that in mind, I don't have much to say other than have a great week. Do not buy any filthy crap, even if it's 10% off. I know you're gonna have to hold yourself back, Jules, because that's a heck of a sale to get some filthy animal hair laden, gross, ugly jewelry for 10% off of the made up price that it already is and everything. But just, you have to control yourself and not buy that. But anywho, have a great week, and let me know if there's any questions you have, because as I just told you, I'm basically the peppermint patty of the college campus, so not much I can't speak on. Let me know if you have questions about the world or about all that LB is or isn't. And the countdown for when Friday Dupes is gonna run off is on. I'm thinking she's gonna stage a runaway before Christmas. I'm thinking the countdown's on. I am. Or else she'll have Burke do it. She'll have Burke say that he opened the door and he ran out. Something. Her story will have to be real good. Real good. I'm still mortified by the close-up that she was doing, acting like that's part of the world seeing her so they can see the psoriatic arthritis. And of course she had to put the elbow in, because she's always trying to say that her filthy elbow is because of some skin condition, not just that it's a filthy elbow. And LBL, if you're watching, you can do a little paste. You can do a baking soda and warm water paste, and you put it on a lemon, cut a lemon in half, and you put that baking soda paste on the lemon, and then you stick that lemon on your filthy elbows, and leave it on there as long as you can, and then kind of, move that lemon around, kind of exfoliate. And then over the next few weeks, you'll see a lot of increased exfoliation, and then just do that cycle of put some lotion on it and scrub it off. I would say rub it off after, you bathe, but, ain't gonna bathe, ain't gonna separate laundry, not gonna do it. And then, here we go, before I go. I saw that Irma, hi Irma. I saw that Irma's not fond of abortions. In fact, Irma had to go and give her 2 cents on how she feels about the new legislation. Okay? Well, if she's so anti-abortion, then how can she still be so in love with her fearful leader? How can she still like LBL, who tries to make abortions new again, huh? Trying to make them come back into style. Talk about how cool it is to have an abortion and how wonderful it was that she had one, and that anybody can have one, and that there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm not saying if it is or isn't. I'm saying wasn't my choice. But how can Irma continue to kiss up when LBL goes against everything that she acts like she is for. Unless Irma is the biggest troll of them all. Gotta wonder. I mean, does somebody really go and make gifts out of cat and dog hair for people? I mean, Irma might be the biggest troll of them all. I don't know. That baby picture of her looks like a kind of baby that go crawl off the walls backwards. Oh, beady little eyes. You ought to see them. Anyway, have a great week. Thank you so much for listening.